Hey guys, thank you for coming back to my channel.
Stop saying that. Make your own channel.
Hey guys, welcome to Jeremy Got Heat.
Oh fuck! Move. What is my intro? I just created it and I can't even remember it. Hey guys, it's Yasmin. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, like I said, my name is Yasmin. I post videos whenever the hell I want. My battery's dying, let me change it. I feel like I haven't made any amazing or interesting content because I haven't gotten super personal. I said this in my previous video. I haven't gotten super personal on my channel and you guys don't really know me and know experiences and interesting things that I've been through, except for like me getting stuck in a fucking locker. I did have 2 videos that were a little bit more personal, a little bit more insight in my life and my life experiences, which was the mansion party video and the my grandfather cheats on my grandmother with my stepmother video. That's a super fucking long title. I took down both those videos because I felt not only insecure, but I feel like I can do better. I was a little bit annoyed filming those videos, so I'm gonna pre-film those videos and I'm gonna make them much better and much more interesting, and I'm gonna try to tell the story a lot better. So with that being said, as you can tell by the title, the story is going to be about the 2 times I dropped acid. Maybe I'll just make it 1, and then if you guys want to know about the second one, which is a little bit more intense, then let me know in the comments below. And I'll do a part 2 of my second acid trip. So today we're gonna get into my first time taking acid, what I felt like, videos that I took while I was off acid. If you don't know me personally, then you don't know that I smoke on a daily basis. So I personally just don't think that weed is a gateway drug. So by all means, I'm not saying that everybody who smokes weed is ever gonna dip their toes into LSD. That's kind of what happened with me. I don't want you guys to get the wrong impression, because friends and the people who hang around with don't influence me a great amount. I never tried weed until I was 18 years old. I always told myself that I was gonna wait until I was of age to make the decision on my own and not feel like I was getting influenced by everybody else, because all my life I was surrounded by friends who would get high and smoke weed during high school, and I just never was interested. Like, it never really intrigued me to smoke weed, so I always stood away from it and told myself I'll try weed when I want to try weed, not because everybody else is doing it. So that was kind of my mentality when it came to LSD. I'll try LSD if I ever feel like I want to try LSD, because when I first started smoking weed, LSD was out the fucking way. I would talk so much shit like I'm never gonna fucking take LSD, but I did it, and this all happened the summer me and Jeremy broke up. I was going on a journey to find myself. I want to do a video solely on how I turned my breakup into a positive thing in my life. So I was on a journey to find myself, and all my friends, when they would talk about LSD, they would just talk about how great it is and how amazing they feel as long as they're happy. And I was extremely happy during the summer, so I felt like it was an amazing opportunity. So I was friends with a whole group of people, and we called ourselves fam. We all live in the same area, but we have a friend in the group chat that was from Texas that a couple of us went to middle school with, including me, and she was gonna fly down to Maryland. So the idea was for us to drive down to Maryland and spend the weekend with her, or just maybe even a couple of hours, but just to get away from for the weekend. Weeks prior, we already have the decision that I'm gonna try LSD. Well, most of us are gonna try LSD because it's just been an amazing summer. We just thought it was gonna be a great experience. I felt I was in the right state of mind. I felt I was happy enough, and I felt that I was safe enough to take LSD. So my friend copped acid from a connect around us. We got to Maryland on Friday night, so the idea was for us to take the acid in the morning, so we were able to sleep during the night because we had to drive home on Sunday morning. The morning of, I want to say we woke up at like 8, and Cassandra and I went to the grocery store to get some stuff to eat for breakfast and also some stuff to eat throughout the day. Not that you really ever get hungry off acid, which I didn't know. So when we got back to the hotel, we put everything away and we ate, And then we decided, everybody's just like, all right, you ready? And I'm getting nervous right now. It's not just saying this, and I'm just like I don't know, like I'm so nervous. Like, what if I have a bad trip? Like, what if I'm stuck in a trip? We're in Maryland, we're far from home. It was just like so nerve-wracking for me. So they brought up the acid. I picked the cutest tab. On everything I love, I took a picture of the tab on my tongue, and I don't know where that picture was. It never posted on my story ever, and I don't even have it saved in my memory, so I don't know where that picture went. Maybe I just thought I'd take a picture. I don't know. We all put the acid on our tongues, swished it around, then put it under our tongues. It got a little soggy, and then we swallowed it. Guys, I blacked out. I'm telling you, I blacked out the time period. I blacked out in the time period after taking the tab, because it does take a little while for the acid to hit you, but I don't remember what I did waiting for the acid to hit me. I might have smoked waiting for the acid to hit, or like to intensify it or make it hit faster. So I think we were in the bathroom and the acid hit, or I was in the bed still when the acid hit. I can't remember. I just remember the beginning of my acid trip, I ended up going in front of a mirror. I seen all my flaws, and I just looked so ugly because it like intensifies your eyesight. So I literally seen all my pores, and it was just gross. The acid hits, and I just feel the acid hitting because the colors around me are getting more vibrant, and I just see vibrations, and I'm just so happy. So my friend brought his PS4, and they ended up playing Friends on the TV. None of us wanted to watch TV. I don't understand. So I had a friend there who was watching Friends, and he knows who he is. He was super into Friends, super into the TV. He just wanted to watch the TV. In this hotel, they had a pool, which I'm gonna take a picture of and put it here. My sister and a couple of other people wanted to go to the pool, so they went to the pool, and my best friend and I ended up staying in the hotel with another friend of ours, I believe. And things were crazy. I literally just seen like the wall moving. If there was like a pattern on the wall, like I would just see it moving around. It was just so fucking weird. So I decided I wanted to go to the pool. So my best friend and I ended up going downstairs to the pool. When we first got down to the pool was full of people and their children. It was super full, so I felt super uncomfortable because I'm tripping and I'm seeing things. I can't even explain it. I was just seeing things different, and I was just super panicky. Like, they know I'm off acid. I was paranoid. First, when I went under the water off acid, I felt like I couldn't breathe. Like, I literally felt like I was suffocating, which makes sense because you can't breathe underwater. But it scared me to be underwater, so I got up, and then I just went back down, and then I just focused on how quiet it was and how relaxing under the water sounded. And I just remember swimming for so long and not paying attention to anybody else. And I got up, there was nobody there. It was literally just us, like all my friends, all the people that I was at the hotel with. It was literally just us. And I felt so good. I was still swimming around, and then we ended up just going upstairs. When we were walking through the hallway to go to the hotel room, we noticed that the person that cleans the rooms in the morning was going around cleaning the room. So we were like, oh shit, did she go to our room? Because we smoked in the bathroom. We're pretty sure there was so much smoke in the bathroom. We're not supposed to be smoking in this hotel. What the fuck? So we go in there, and our friend that was so interested in watching Friends was actually still in the room, and he was spraying freaking air freshener and still watching Friends and just being super weird. My best friend and I decided to just sit down by the door and make sure she doesn't come in and play some tunes. So we decided to play, I think, Weekend by Mac Miller and Miguel. Rest in peace and happy birthday, because it's Mac Miller's birthday today. I think I have a video of that, so I'm gonna put the video here.
The time of my life. Alright. When I get faded, you hate it, but baby, it's gone.
I was super into the song, and the song just made me feel good. And I remember just looking, because my feet were kind of laid on the fridge that was in front of me when I was on the wall. It was like right in front of me, and my feet were just kind of up there, and I was looking at my feet in the fridge, and I just remember seeing my feet like sinking into the fridge. I just felt so happy. I couldn't explain it. While I was doing that, I was just thinking about myself, and I ended up just really thinking about all the positive things about myself, and I literally fell in love with myself on this trip, and it was amazing. Let me get to the funny part, because if I don't tell this story, a lot of people are gonna be upset. Things could have gotten bad had I not gotten away from this. As we were sitting there and we were enjoying the music, somebody knocked on the door, and we thought it was the person to clean the room, but it wasn't. It ended up being somebody that we were there with, so we let them in. And our friend that was so interested in watching Friends grabbed the spray. He was just spraying it everywhere, spraying so much of it, playing with the curtains, like opening and closing it, opening and closing it, opening and closing it, just repeating, I'm just watching Friends, like I'm just watching Friends. Like he was just acting so weird. It was making me feel super uncomfortable, and I started seeing him like super scary, and like he just like looked extra anxious. His face was just like red, and he just like looked angry to me. I don't know, it made me feel super uncomfortable. I ended up running into the bathroom and closing the door, and I think my best friend ended up running into the bathroom with me. So he was tripping us all out basically. We all ended up just staying in the bathroom and keeping him out there. So one of our friends that was actually not off acid, she ended up bringing him to the other room that we had, because we did have 2 rooms, one for the girls and then one for the guys. So she ended up bringing him to the guy room, and nobody else was in there. Everybody was still in the girl room. And I jumped in the shower, and I remember putting the shower super hot and just going under the shower. Like I was just under the water. It was burning hot, and I didn't get out. And I remember they were like, yo, you have to get out, like your skin is super red, like you're burning up. And I just remember sitting down in the tub and just letting the water hit me while they were just smoking around me. I don't remember if I don't think I wanted to smoke at this time. They were smoking, and I was just sitting there like in the tub. And I remember looking at one of my guy best friends, and he just like looked super trippy to me. Like he looked just like, he looked so happy. I just felt what he felt. Like I don't know, I felt like we were like in sync, and the same with my best friend. I remember my best friend said that she took she was like, yes, I took the cutest picture of you. So I was like, yeah, really? Like I didn't want to see it at the time, like I don't want to see your phone, but I appreciate it. I'll see it when we're done with this experience. So she's like, okay. So we're just sitting there laughing and just enjoying the trip. And we get out the bathroom. We ended up going into the room and playing Jenga. Oh my gosh, playing Jenga off acid. Playing Jenga off acid is amazing, and I think everybody should try it. What? Oh my gosh. I was super focused in it, and I swear I became like one with the piece. As I was taking it out, I just became like one with the piece, and I swear I didn't drop a single one. But eventually I lost interest in playing the game. I sat on a chair, and I think 2 of my friends started playing Jenga, and my best friend sat on the floor next to me. I won.
Oh God.
Everybody was just kind of doing their own thing. We started playing music and singing to songs, and I have a whole bunch of videos of all that.
Wouldn't be so beautiful. Either way I'm saying, if you ask me, I'm ready.
Eddie!
Take the lead tonight. Oh my God. I'm like, ready. I'm gonna sit right here. Fuck in. Get the fuck out. Get out of here. Yo, I just did that.
Nothing poppin', if you chicken fucking pop, these niggas top to second job, these niggas is sweet as pumpkin pop. And I know people say that you don't really use your phone at all off acid, but for me, the case was I didn't want to use it at the beginning, but once it got more into it, I was already out. Using my phone was not a problem for me. I was still tripping, but using my phone was not a problem for me, and I recorded so many videos, and I'm really glad that I did, because I don't know, that's just an experience I would want to remember, because I wasn't sure if I was gonna ever do it again. And pretty much we just all started laughing about, I don't even know what. I think my best friend was on the bed and she was drinking water, and she actually choked on the water. Like, she literally choked on the water, and my guy best friend was just like making jokes about it. So we were just all laughing non-stop. Oh, whatever.
We always forget a towel every time.
Niggas about to be dripping water.
Cat's gonna be drowning. It hurt so bad because we were laughing so much that it hurt so bad. I think my best friend even almost lost her voice because of it. That was so funny. As we were kind of coming down from the trip, I don't even remember what time it was. It was maybe like 3 o'clock or something. I don't remember, because we took it at like 9, so it was maybe like 3 o'clock or something. We laid on the bed and we started watching The Grinch. I don't even know why. It was the summer. Like, why are we watching The Grinch? We're still tripping, and I remember at the end of The Grinch movie, I was already done. My trip was already done. The story ends now, but the video doesn't. We're gonna talk about kind of what I learned and what you should know while taking acid and things like that. So personally, I had an amazing first trip, and I'm saying first trip because you guys don't know the story of my second trip. I don't really think my second trip was terrible, but it definitely wasn't amazing. And not that I wasn't tripping, it was just like an off weird thing. I don't know. If you guys want a video on it, let me know. I really fell in love with myself, like I said, and throughout this whole entire trip, I just remember thinking about all the positives about myself. Just constantly, there was a voice in my head just reminding me about all the things I should be grateful about, and all the things that I should love about myself, and all the things that I'm good at. I don't know how to explain it. It was just an amazing trip. It kind of enhanced how happy I was. I feel like after my trip, I started looking at things a lot more positive, and my life started changing around, and my summer was still amazing. I think this trip happened around like April or something. I definitely recommend taking it in the morning, especially if you feel like you need to get a good night's sleep, because going to sleep off acid or coming down from acid is definitely difficult. And like I said, if you want to know more about that, let me know, because I took acid my second time during the afternoon, so I definitely came down at like the middle of the night. And I also recommend taking it when you're in a good state of mind, because it is an LSD, and I don't want you guys to get stuck in a trip, because it's definitely not fun, and I don't want you guys to have a bad trip, because I've heard a lot of stories about terrible trips, people locking themselves in freaking rooms and seeing like the devil and shit like that. I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure you guys have heard other stories about people's bad trips. They're crazy, and I could never. I also recommend you do it around a group of people that are going to make you feel comfortable and safe, and that are also not super angry, because I did see like anger, and people did make me feel a little bit uncomfortable, because I felt their energy. I might have a friend that was with me during both my trips come and tell his terrible experience doing acid. His whole entire trip wasn't terrible, it was just like one part of it, but it was pretty scary. and he also couldn't tell a point of view of somebody else who had a terrible trip while he was also having that. They were together, so that makes sense. Definitely changes your point of view on things afterwards. You may not notice it immediately after, but as time goes on, things start to click, and you got to be ready for it, sis. You got to be mentally prepared for it. And that's just how the cookie crumbles, you know?
Yeah. Angel disappeared on me.
For real?
Yeah. She disappeared. No. Looks like it's not in the bathroom.
Angel, if you're watching this, where the fuck do you be going? Like... like where? Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below if you guys want me to do a part 2 of my second acid trip. Don't forget to subscribe, turn your post notifications to be notified when I post a new video. I'll see you guys in my next video, and